Is there a more effective way to negotiate a deal than going term by term, one by one, beginning on page 1? There might be. Today on the Entrepreneur Advisor, we're going to discuss it. Let's go. Negotiate as if each term is a spoke on a wheel. We are traditionally trained to negotiate in a linear fashion. Let's take a business deal. You're selling your business. There's probably 50 terms in the deal. You have purchase price, holdback, environmental, indemnification, dispute resolution. There are a bunch of terms. If you negotiate in a linear fashion, you will knock out each term one by one. But let's say the purchase price you're comfortable with, you're the seller, but what's important to you is the closing date, because the tax laws may change. If you negotiate in a linear fashion, you'll hit purchase price first, and then when you get to closing date, you will have already lost the leverage of getting the closing date you want because you have already agreed on purchase price. What I suggest you do is consider each term as a spoke on a wheel and go around that wheel. Hit each term once, but don't resolve or agree on any term. Instead, discuss each term with the other side to determine what the other side wants and what they need, and so they could hear what you want and need. So purchase price is still open and closing date is still open. And because those terms are both still open, you can trade purchase price for closing date. But you wouldn't have otherwise been able to do it if you negotiated in a linear fashion. Consider each term as a spoke on a wheel. Try it next time. Start on page 15 of the agreement instead of starting on page 1, and be prepared to concede a throwaway term. Let me give you an example. When people negotiate, they normally start on page 1 and they go item by item. Instead, disarm your opponent by starting with a term on page 15, a throwaway term, a term that you don't care that much about, but negotiate hard for it, and then concede it. And concede that term in exchange for a term that's closer to the first page of the agreement, a more important term. The other side believes they have won because you have conceded a term when in fact you've thrown away a term you really didn't care about in exchange for a more important term closer to the front of the agreement. If you found this material interesting or helpful, please leave a comment and then we can negotiate. Please also subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notification of future videos, and see the playlist for prior Entrepreneur Advisor videos. Thank you for watching the Entrepreneur Advisor.